Hello students, you all are welcome in my class. Today I am going to explain class 7th chapter, which is weather and climate. What do we mean by weather? Weather is the atmospheric condition over a place for short period of time. It means what? Means it may remain for 2 hours, it may remain for a week or for a day. The study of weather is called meteorology, and the one who studies weather, they are called meteorologists. And in meteorological department, they study about the elements of weather like temperature, rainfall, humidity, etc. Many of the time you must have not noticed early morning as you get up, the day is sunny. After sometimes it is cloudy, it may start raining, and once again sunny. So these all are the effects of weather. It means what? Weather can change. And do you know from where do we collect the data, the forecasting of weather? It is from satellites, which gives us pictures and we forecast. Now let us know the elements of weather. What are the elements of weather and their effects or their impact over the weather? The first one is temperature. Temperature means hotness and coldness of the atmosphere. If it is very hot, what do we say? It's summer. And when it is very cold, what do we say? It's winter. It totally depends upon the duration of sunshine. If it's a large period of time, summer, short period of time means winter. Yes, atmospheric pressure. What do we mean by atmospheric pressure? The air near the earth is the cold air and which put more pressure. As we know, cold air is the heavier air, heavier than warm air, because as the air become warm, it starts moving higher in the sky and get mixes in the atmosphere. So we can say warm air moves up in the atmosphere, whereas cold air remains near the surface and exerts pressure over the earth's surface. And this is what is there, what I made you understand. The next one is humidity, means presence of moisture in the air is what called humidity. The amount of moisture is measured in a percentage. You know, over the water bodies, mostly humid air is found, and cloud and rain. The next element of weather is cloud and rain. They also affect weather a lot. Cloud falls in the form of rain, and the cloud is measured in the millimeter. You know, there is an apparatus called rain gauge. This rain gauge put in the earth, not completely closed. The mouth is open through which rainwater moves inside the rain gauge. And right after the rainfall, this rain gauge is taken out and then it is measured and told that this much of millimeter of rain has occurred. So what is that apparatus name? The name of the apparatus is rain gauge. Another element is wind. Means what? Blowing air. Blowing or moving air is called wind. And always remember that wind moves from high pressure to the low pressure and its speeds affects the weather condition. If the wind is very high, very speedy, what do we say? We say that the cyclone is there. What do we say? There is a cyclone. So yes, speed of wind affects weather. Now let us know about climate. Climate is right opposite to weather. Means what? Climate is the atmospheric condition in over a place which remains for a longer period of time. I told you about weather that it remains either for 2 hours, for a day or for a week. But this climate remains for longer period of time, maybe for complete year, maybe for 4 months, maybe for 6 months. Means any condition, either it is very hot or it may be very cold. It remains for long period of time over the place. So it is right opposite to weather. Weather is a very short period time, climatic condition. But climate is the condition of atmosphere may remain for longer period of time. Just like weather, climate also have its own elements. which are directly related to the climate or which has a great impact over the climate or in the changing of climate. What are those elements? Let us know. The very first is given here, distance from the sea and its effect on climate. Yes, it affects the climate of a place. Coastal areas are mostly cool and wet. Why? Because the air which comes from the sea, mostly they are cold air, and the air which are blowing from the land, they are hot air. They are hot air. Do you know why? Because land becomes warmer very soon. Most of the continents, the central part of the continent's temperature is very hot and dry. Like Asia, Europe, Australia, if you talk about any of the continent, their central part is very much hot and dry. Ocean currents. Yes, there is a great impact of ocean currents over the climate. Warm ocean current make the climate warm and wet. If the ocean current is warm, obviously it will make the climate warm and wet, and the cold ocean current make the climate cold and dry. What it does? It makes the climate cold and dry. We all know when there is a cold air, it has no moisture. It has no moisture. That is why such kind of air is dry air. Third element of this climatic condition is direction of prevailing wind. What do we mean by direction of prevailing wind? The wind which is coming from sea and brings rain also to the coastal areas and dry to the inland areas. How does? Because evaporation of sea water is the reason of formation of cloud. So obviously when the cloud will be formed, it will fall down in the form of rain. That is why the climate near the sea is moderate, neither so high temperature nor so low temperature. It is moderate. Moderate means what? That between 25 to 30 degree Celsius. The next one is mountain. Mountain also has a great impact over the climatic conditions. As higher you go above the sea level, that much cold you get. That is why in summer, where do we like to go? We like to go to hill station. Why? The altitude increases, air becomes thinner and only small amount of heat is absorbed. So we can say mountain affects climate. Mountain receives more rainfall than low-lying areas. Why? Because the temperature is low there. That is why mountain affects climate. Next one is distance from the equator. If we talk about the equator is an imaginary line right between the earth and it affects the climate. Equator receives direct sunlight, and due to this is because of the position of earth related to the sun. If the part which is getting direct sunlight, that part would be completely hot and humid. And both the poles of the earth, this is north and south, they get slant sunlight, and that also wide range. So that is why those areas are very cold. Temperature is very low because they get very little sunshine. Natural vegetation. I must say that natural vegetation has direct or great impact over the climate. This is the forest which determines the climatic condition of that area. Have you ever heard about evergreen forest? Evergreen forest area means what? That evergreen forest every day, almost every evening, they get rainfall. And those areas which has less vegetation, they get very less rainfall. What is the reason behind it? The reason of transpiration of the tree. 40% of cloud is formed because of the transpiration of trees. So obviously, if low vegetation means what? Low rainfall. Human activities. Human activities are also responsible for these climatic conditions. What kind of climatic conditions? And what type of human activities? Human activities such as deforestation, using of fossil fuel, forest fire, etc. How these all are responsible? One by one, I am going to make you understand. Human activities means deforestation. What? Yes, cutting of trees, using of fossil fuels are creating pollution. Not only pollution, because of that we are losing flora and fauna, and forest fire is also clearing a large area of forest within no time. See, deforestation cutting a large number of trees from large area. What it does, it causes imbalance of oxygen and carbon dioxide and loss of flora and fauna. Flora and fauna means what? Plants and animals. If there will be no plants, where will the animals live and how would they get their food? So obviously loss of flora and fauna. Global warming, accumulation of harmful gases like carbon dioxide, methane, sulfur. These kind of gases are very harmful, which gets accumulated in the atmosphere and absorbs more and more heat, which is the reason of global warming. Industrialization. Day by day, industries are increasing all over the world, and the gases which are released by the chimneys of these industries are creating air pollution, soil pollution, and because of that, lots of diseases are also occurring. And whenever anything is produced by these industries, they are sent to the different places through transportation. So obviously consumption of more and more fossil fuel. So these all are the effects of deforestation and human activities and reason of the changes in climatic conditions. Thank you, students. Thank you, all of you.